Explain what an emotional blackmail is.
Well, it's me crying 3 a.m. in the morning because I've got a newborn in my hands. I'm going, please go to sleep.
So,
Yeah.
so it's a lot of emotions.
Yeah, well, it's a completely different title to my last year title, which was Ethiopian and Still Not Hungry. And I went, where do I go from here? I went, well, I am emotional and I'm a black man, so emotional blackmail suits the card. So
I love the
Kinda wrote
title. I think
itself,
it's
really.
awful. I love a good play on
yeah,
words.
and it's the most personal show I've ever done on
Yeah.
stage. And it just talks about, going from, because you guys, as an Ethiopian man, my real name is not Joe White, It's,
No.
Are you sure?
surprise.
Really?
Yeah,
Surprise.
it's not.
What, you went back through the family tree and went, hey, hang on.
Yeah, my African parents didn't have me. I went,
Oh,
yeah, he
the
looks like a
irony.
Joe White. Some people get surprised. They're like, what? That's not your real name? And I'm like, no, I changed it. They're like, well, why don't you change your middle name to Super and you can be Joe Super White? And I'm like, no. So the show's really going from my real name, which is Alahun, so it's pronounced with a noise.
Yeah.
'Cause you have to, in Ethiopian alphabet, we've got that noise that and I always tell people, imagine the Wheel of Fortune in Ethiopia,
yes.
You know that game show where you got to guess the
And they
letters?
spin the wheel in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then it's
okay.
like,
All
I would
right.
like to guess it.
That's
and
an
then
easy point of reference to remember.
Yeah,
I like that.
And so it's like, I would like to guess it. And what's the word? It rhymes, right? So we were honestly the first beatboxers. That's what I would like to say. But my real name is Talahun. But because you don't have the t noise in the English alphabet, you can pronounce it with a T. So you can say Tilahun.
Tilahun.
Yeah, so that's my real name. And, growing up in Australia from the age of 11, I was a very quiet, nervous, shy, just worried that we won't get, not to say the wrong thing and not
Yeah.
fit in and get sent back home.
You just want to blend in.
I wanted to blend
And there
in.
you are, Tilahun.
Yeah. And so when I told people my name was Tilahun, the look on their face, I was like, I got to do something about this.
Oh, Joe.
Shy and retiring until he gets up on stage.
Yeah.
Then it's a different story.
Well, now it's a different story. Now as an adult, you can't shut me up. Well, in the beginning, I was very quiet. So I got the nickname Joe. And then at 29, so I was Joe from 15 all the way to 29. And then at 29, I started doing comedy. And I went, how can I be extra funny? And so I added White. And so I've been White for 10 years. And I've decided it's too hard.
It's
Too hard being white.
Were you at all? Was it also because you were a bit concerned about people not investing in you because they couldn't pronounce your name?
Everything.
Make them do it. I say
everything.
educate them.
Yeah, well, look, growing up, I didn't have the confidence to do so. I just wanted to fit in. I just wanted to be accepted.
Yeah.
When I went to school, I was the only black guy in my year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's like, and kids, kids at school, if you don't accept a nickname, they'll give you one.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
you might as well get on the front foot.
You might as well choose one.
Yeah, exactly.
I had a buddy, he didn't want a nickname. His name was Abdul Qadir, and everyone just called him Abracadabra. I was like, yeah, I'll
Rolls off
take
the
Joe.
tongue.
Thank you very much. So, I went above and beyond to try and fit into the Australian culture. And there's nothing wrong with fitting in, but there's also like an unhealthy amount of going, above and beyond to try and fit in.
To the point where you're not yourself.
To the point where you give up your own identity, your heritage, your culture, your name, which denotes all of those things. So, and that's what I did. And this show is about reclaiming my identity and going back to my real name, Tilahan. So this is my last performance as Joe White.
Does having a new baby, who by the way is half Ethiopian and half Maltese, must be, I'm sure you're biased, but she must be ridiculously gorgeous.
She's adorable.
And I guess that makes you reassess things too in terms of, well, I'm not Joe White, my new little baby. I'm your dad. I'm Tihun.
You've butchered my name, but that's fine.
Tilahun.
Everyone can call me
I
Tilahun.
was
Lisa,
never
you can
going
call
to
me.
attempt
You can call me
Tilahun.
Joe. You can call me Joe. It's fine. No, you got it right. It's Tilahan. Yeah, you got it.
Tilahan.
Yeah.
Tilahan.
Sorry,
I thought it was
Tilahun.
Hun.
I even mispronounced
There,
my own
see?
name. I apologize. How do I pronounce Lisa? No, you got it right.
Just with a regular L.
You got it right.
Yeah.
And you're right. She's half Maltese, half Ethiopian. So our own little Malteser. We love her a bit. She's amazing. And no, I'm being serious. I go home and I give her just a big bite
That's
and a
funny,
kiss, and I just say, "You taste like Malteser," and she's amazing. And
Well, enjoy that while you can, because you won't be able to do that for too much longer.
Yeah, they tell me, and I'm like, well, I don't know. I just, first thing I do is just kiss and cuddle her. She's just the best thing that's ever happened to me. And you're right, having a kid does change your whole perspective on life.
Yeah.
And, I want to teach her to be her true self. I want to teach her to not change who she is just to fit in, you know? And a lot of the time, it's like we think that's what society wants and we do it, and it's not your true self. But what society needs a lot of the time is your true self.
Yeah. Well, I think she's been born into a true self era. So, in a way, so I think that will be better.
There is an awakening happening.
Had the first show last night, everything gone well, ironed out the kinks, so the rest of us can go.
Yes, no, 100% right. I filmed that as well.
Awesome.
Can I tell you something that happened at last night's show that was absolutely hilarious, right? And this is just, again, the extreme level I went to fit into the Australian way of life, right? I got this guy up on stage. He's from Manchester, to try and pronounce Tillahan. He was, struggling a bit, right? But he had a shirt that said, "G'day Australia." Oi, like Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. And one of the punters heckled me and he goes, "Mate, have you got a shirt like that?" And I said, "I'll do you one better." And I showed him my chest, and I've got a Southern Cross tattoo on my chest.
Hey.
True story. That's the extreme level I went to, just to show how much I love this country. And through it, I put Land of Freedom, because that's what it meant to me.
All right. Well, the least people can do to show how much they love you is get your name right, Tillahan.
Tillahan, yeah.
Thank you for
and
coming
come to the show.
I don't know whether to call you Joe or T now.
You can call me Tilla the Hun.